I interned. I started off as a college intern the summer after my senior year at Salve Regina University here at Newport, and ended up badgering the board of directors to stay on here. One thing led to another, and I was given the position of director. There's a lot of great broadcasters and a lot of great broadcast operations throughout the league, but I'm a little biased to say that yes, the Newport Gulls are the best in the league. It has always been a premier operation. It's always been a great piece led by the Lima brothers, first Nick, now Tom, and passing the torch on down to Mike Basile. And it is really fantastic what they're able to do each and every year, embodying the phrase, raise the bar, which is the Newport Gulls mantra. And they certainly do that on the media side of things, especially as we've seen the growth over the past decade in media as a whole. The Gulls have adapted with that and prospered.
We have a 6-camera show here, replay, and it's just come a long way from, watching the old scoreboard that didn't have the bases. It just lit up in certain spots when there were people on base, and now it's, a full ESPN graphic slate we get to use. So, just watching it evolve, even for me, just who's been here 2 years, from last year to this year, is incredible. The motto has always been raise the bar, so we're always looking to incorporate new graphics. We got upcoming schedules in now. We try and put standings in each home game now to keep the viewers involved with playoffs right around the corner. So now we're in a spot where I think we're looking to how can we elevate to the end of this year to playoffs into next year. So we have one play-by-play broadcaster, Sam Reese, this year, who has done just a fantastic job. He's from Syracuse, a Newhouse kid, so you know what you're getting there. You're getting a well-versed kid who knows what he's doing, and that's what Sam has been. Just a true professional on the microphone.
I am on the call for all 44 regular season games for the Newport Gulls, plus every playoff game. So I am the play-by-play broadcaster for all home games on ESPN Plus, and then road games, select few on ESPN Plus, most of them on the NECBL network. So I'm always in the booth with the away broadcaster, so the other team's broadcaster when we're home. And then we also have a third guy in the booth here in Newport, so we do a 3-man booth. In addition to my primary responsibility as the play-by-play broadcaster of the team, I'm also involved with the pregame show, so I conduct pregame interviews that go out on our YouTube channel, interviewing coaches, players, even team GM and interns, so that's great experience as well. Really the question for me was where, because I kind of wanted to challenge myself, go somewhere new, and kind of go to one of the premier summer leagues in the country, which the NECBL is. But here in the NECBL, you're taking a bus to every single game, and it's called the New England Collegiate Baseball League for a reason, because the teams span across all of New England. So we've had trips up to Vermont, recently Maine. So there's some long trips, which can be a grind, but that's all part of the experience here in the NECBL, and just traveling with the guys and kind of forging relationships with them, and getting to know them kind of on a personal level as well, which only helps, me share some nuggets on the actual broadcast or when asking them questions on the pregame show.
We are on ESPN Plus now. This is our second year on ESPN Plus. The first full year, last year was our pilot run, they called it. And we had 4 games on ESPN Plus last year, including one playoff game, which was awesome. This year, all of our home games, including playoff games again, are also on ESPN Plus. A lot of people have ESPN Plus, so your parents, your friends, family send you a picture like, hey, the Newport Gulls are on right now. And we're in a great spot, too, because it's not a very competitive time in the summer for Plus. All the colleges are obviously off, so a lot of times when you see upcoming, the Newport Gulls are right there on the home screen of a lot of people's TVs and computers, so it's pretty awesome. It just feels cool to see, like NBA, MLB, whatever it may be, NHL games on there, and then knowing, hey, we put our broadcast out on there too.
It's wonderful to have that opportunity, to have those eyes on you, to have the visibility. It's amazing to get those texts from friends all throughout the country. I'm from Long Island originally. My family's all down there. Same with Mike Basile. Our friends are able to watch games, former players who might not have been able to, and also it allows the opportunity for folks to see baseball for maybe the first time and really enjoy what we have going on here.
It's a real professional environment where you're on ESPN Plus, a ton of people are watching, and obviously it's a big testament as well to what everyone here at the Gulls are doing. You know, Mike, Tom, everyone who works hard behind the scenes to make it possible. I mean, they make me sound and look good on the air, but I do the easy part, and to be a small part of games on ESPN Plus is honestly incredible. Really cool experience that I know a lot of people would kill to be in my shoes, really, so I never take it for granted.
And then on off days, it's still obviously the media side of things, making sure our socials and websites are all up to date and keeping the followers active and making sure they're all informed on what's going on and everything Newport Gulls.
So basically I do the social media for all the accounts, including Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I live tweet during all of the games, and then I also post like score updates and final score graphics on all the accounts. So I had a lot of social media as a background and kind of wanted to do something more sports related. So I just looked up internships around the area since I'm from Rhode Island, and I just applied for this one, and then I ended up calling Mike, and then he offered it to me. So it was a good experience, and I'm really liking it so far. Just like a fun brand that is also very informative. So just letting people know when the games are, the scores of the games, and like different players and what they're kind of showcasing, but also showcasing like the sponsorships that we have and that kind of support the Newport Gulls organization.
I basically am on the field with the guys as the game is happening, trying to get as many action shots and just photos of the game as it happens. I have been watching their games for many years, and when I saw that they had an internship, I automatically applied for it. I definitely like, the environment. It's fun, especially because I'm on the field a lot, so I got pretty close with all the guys, and it's really nice how friendly everyone is and how close we all became. And Newport in the summer is known for being, a very tourist town and having a lot of people coming here for vacations and stuff. So I just want it to be as fun and as light as it is, although the sport is very serious and all the championships and everything that we're going for. It's always nice to highlight the enjoyable moments, the funny moments, and just trying to keep it lighthearted as much as I can.
I had a lot of fun working in Newport, but I think Cardines Field is a lot more fun since it's obviously a baseball stadium, but it's really, really old and kind of unique.
Not many ballparks quite like Cardines Field. It's amazing that I can get out of bed just 5 minutes down the road and begin my day here and end my day here. Something I've really been truly blessed to be a part of.
Oh, Cardines is awesome. I think one of the coolest things, I like to get here early on game days, and sometimes some fans try to sneak in a little early and just take a look at the field. And even today it happened. It was awesome. Just two kids really excited about the ball game tonight. Couldn't wait to see the field. And they asked 20 questions about the field. The dugouts are on the same side. There's a bullpen, one bullpen only. It's cool. It's fun. That's the best part to me, that the allure of the field, other than the talent on the field, brings fans in. So it's cool because you get fans asking you about the team, about the production, about, what goes on during games, and then just about the field itself. And this is a unique field to play at. And, players from other teams love coming here, and fans from all over love coming here.
In calling games at a place like Cardines, which is so historic, is pretty awesome as well, and with just so much to do around Newport that I've explored on my off days. It's just a really cool aspect of it. Newport's a great place to be, the NECBL is a great league, and with every home game on ESPN Plus as well, I knew it was an opportunity I couldn't turn down, and that's a big reason why I applied here.
I'd say everyone's really friendly, and it's all a big family. It's always really nice when you're here, it's a whole different environment. You forget about the outside world completely. You're in your own little bubble almost.
It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun here, and I don't know, I feel like most of the people that work here are really nice and supportive, and they try and help each other out.
It's an environment you want to work in. Everyone's trying to make this product the best it can be, whether that's the game day ops interns, making the fan experience the best it can be, or all of us on the media team trying to make the broadcast the best it can be for the many viewers that are tuning in on ESPN Plus, because this is a first-class organization. I think everyone, including myself, understands that. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with it, and we definitely all take it serious, but have a lot of fun while doing it, and it's been a blast because I've made some great connections and friendships, including yourself, Ryan, so that's been a really cool part of it and a fun atmosphere to work in.
The people we meet, the interns, and just to see the learning from start to finish how far a lot of these kids came this year is incredible. I mean, so cool to see someone who, barely touched the camera maybe before they got to Newport, or never knew what a score bug was, and now they're running it pretty smoothly, late in the season. And it's just awesome to see the growth, and I just love to see that, really, because that's what an internship's all about, getting better at your craft, asking questions, and by the end of the season, it's almost like you're at that pro level, and then hearing about what they went on to, and, bigger and incredible things, and it's always fun to hear. But yeah, you just meet great people here, from the ownership all the way across the board, interns, staff, volunteers, everyone you meet, the players. It's one big family here at Newport. It's been like that since the moment I stepped foot in Sardines.
Beyond my work on camera, just forging relationships with all of the interns and great people here with the Gulls, because that's a big part of the summer experience, and even the players as well, who I hope to stay in touch with down the road as they try to make their way towards a career in the majors. And more or less I'm doing the same, as well as a lot of interns in here in different aspects outside of actually playing on the field. So the relationships formed are one of my favorite aspects.
I would highly recommend working for the Newport Gulls. It's definitely helped me out throughout social media, and I see a lot of other people throughout the different positions that do camera work or the graphics or the production of the game, and even like the game day operations interns, and it really sets you up for like a job that you would have in the real world.
I mean, you're on air on ESPN Plus. You're running a camera on ESPN Plus. You're running graphics. You're running a score bug, all on ESPN Plus. You're doing media for the Newport Gulls, 5,000 plus followers on Instagram. You're doing Instagram lives in front of those followers. You're doing write-ups for our website, sending it to the league for people to view. So you're getting hands-on experience. It's not an internship 9 to 5 where you're sitting at a desk all day. It's some long days, I'm not going to lie to anybody, but it's rewarding. Knowing at the end of the day that you just put on a show for who knows how many people on Plus, Instagram, and all these places, it is a very rewarding and great feeling at the end of the day.
From a media perspective, I mean, this is the best experience you're going to get, just because of the professionalism from the organization and how serious they also take their broadcasting, in terms of every game being on ESPN Plus, a pregame show, and our media team's big for a reason. We got multiple social media people, a plethora of camera operators. It's a 6-camera broadcast, so there's also people working the score bug, graphics. Of course, I'm just up here in the booth every game calling the game, but there's also, if you have other interests within the media side of things, there's so many other opportunities that the Gulls could use you for. And if you're lucky enough to have that opportunity, you absolutely got to take it, because this summer has helped me immensely in terms of taking that next step in my career path.
Uniforms, facilities, sponsorships, and marketing, making sure that the experience is that of a major league team for not only our players, but the interns and the fans, and for the community. That's really what sets us apart, I believe. As a nonprofit organization, we really strive to benefit the community, and the interactions with the players and the community, whether it's the reading program and or at the ballpark signing autographs, giving out baseballs. It's got to be being down here and being submerged in the community and making a difference. Please reach out, have the conversation. You don't know what you don't know. So this opportunity here with the Newport Gulls gives you a lot of opportunity to learn, to grow, and to better understand not only the world of sports, but the world of business, because there's so many things that we have going on here. There's a little bit of something for everybody. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity for anybody who has the ability to take something on in the summertime.